Imagine a world where your Tesla is charged by a nuclear reactor in your backyard.
Now you're probably saying, Drew, nuclear reactors are huge. They would never fit in my backyard. Or Drew, nuclear energy is not safe. I don't want that anywhere near my house. Well, buckle up, friends, because I have some news for you. This is a story about small modular reactors, or SMRs, and why we need them right now. They really couldn't have picked a better name for what a small modular reactor is. It is a small, and you guessed it, modular nuclear reactor. Okay, I understand what small means, but how is a nuclear reactor modular? I'm so glad you asked that question upside down, Drew, because it means I get to put AI-generated Lego blocks in this video. The M, or modular, of SMRs is talking about how these reactors are constructed. They're built in a series of modules, think of a Lego set, that are then constructed and assembled on site. That sounds like we're almost making it harder. Why do we care about making these in modules? This is exactly the reason why. The problem with the nuclear reactors that we see active today around the country and around the world is they're very expensive and take a long time to build. So if you look up here in this nuclear chart, this is compared to other forms of energy production. See how big that blue slice is? That's the investment cost that goes into building one of these reactors. So the concept is that if you can essentially mass manufacture the parts of the reactor in these modules and then assemble them together to create the reactor, you're driving the cost down dramatically, and also the timeline of how long these projects will take. And that's important because the costs that go into building these reactors ends up getting levelized across the cost of energy while they're in operation. So if nuclear is going to become cost competitive with other forms of low carbon or carbon-free sources of energy, we need to drive these costs down. Hold up, why do we even need nuclear energy? The answer to that question, along with the benefits of nuclear energy, probably deserves its own video. But I think the biggest reason why we need to start thinking about new applications of nuclear is the dramatic increase of energy demand, specifically from artificial intelligence. Now, if you squint a little bit and you put your phone really close to your face so you can see these charts, you'll see this kind of really strong increase of power consumption by data center providers. So kind of the infrastructure behind artificial intelligence. And this power demand is growing at a rapid pace, a pace that we can't keep up with our existing energy production solutions. So that's why policymakers and investors and researchers are looking towards new innovations in nuclear like SMRs. They're smaller and safer than the existing reactor fleet, and they're more readily deployable and cost a lot less. And there's even some innovations now that are called micro-reactors that are about the size of a diesel generator. Way too much info in a 3-minute video, but I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much.